this video. Today, I was thinking start using the mine shaft. I think you guys can already see the flooring. That's because I was just checking out how big it was going to be. No pun intended. But I think with our new LNG plant that we made last episode, we should be able to easily afford every single thing. So, this is the original setup I was thinking of. Lathe, mine shaft, that feeding into that. Of course, we're going to need a bit more power. A lot more power. And we will make coal drills. Just cause. Not coal drills, copper drills. And make a coal drill. This is the thing. This is the next step into HV. It's real HV machinery. Both of these things will take a converter and several million power, which we have as proved in last episode. I didn't put it on screen. I was pretty tired, and as of recording, school starts tomorrow. So, the lathe, very, very complicated. There's 4 separate drill heads, with the one that we're gonna make, the worst one, copper. It takes a lot of power. It's really worth, the amount of money is a lot, but just to make this is really difficult. 700 divided by 60. $700 divided by 60 is 11.6. Repeating. Iron, copper bars per second. Sorry, I was blanking. And eventually, we're not going to do steel. That's the hope. And then eventually we get to, iron. Iron does take a lot. So, much as I don't like coke fuel, it requires logs. I think we might just be separating. I just want to separate oil. It's expensive and not a lot. Of course, we can use advanced oil separator, which will give some alright byproducts. But to get 4 light oil a second, a different story. No, it's not 4, it's 4 heavy oil a second. But it's also for 4.4 coke fuel a second, which is enough to run 3 fire. Oh wait, if we need less than 1 a second, might be our best bet. Okay, so we're probably just going to use tungsten carbide. I haven't even gotten to that in my coal power plant world just because of its big ol' crafting chain that's pretty difficult to get to. Also, off camera, we did unlock the reason why our research points are so low. We unlocked Research Station 4. Our cap, instead of 100,000 and hoping that we can actually make it to our number, is 400,000. The only downside is that we can only run one at a time because the power facility that we have it hooked onto is 7 million. And each one requires 5 million. So eventually we'll port it over to our new factory. But again, it's a lot of power. If we do want to get the logic gates, which would be really, really annoying, would be 7 mmF, and that's 5 diesel generators, which is quite a lot. That's about how much the power factory takes. Alright, enough rambling on about other factories. Let's teleport to when the copper's done. We have finally finished making the drills. We ended up going with copper. It's not the best, but you know, it gets the job done, which is what we need. Okay. Maybe with a different approach than what we were thinking. I was just gonna put down a bunch of drills and hope it works. That was gonna take too much, so I ended up making about 10 million power to power foundry and stuff. But if we do get iron while mining for deep earth fragments, that's good. Because remember, this is supposed to end up as a gold factory. This is like the beginning steps. We're learning HV. So let's start digging. Okay, that's really slow. I know why I use machine oil now. Uh, uh, let's go to 1500 meters and see if that gets us anywhere. I'll speed it up, don't worry. Alright, after a couple of hours of mining, we have finally hit the depth that we need. We get our iron, which we did switch over to iron as our main drill. Um, we did input acid so that way we don't have to replace the drill every 10 seconds. So we get iron, shallow earth fragments, which we can use for whatever we want. Same thing with lead, and our medium earth fragments. So if we just switch this over to the fourth pocket instead of its current one, we switch it over to this pocket, then we can use the other items. You guys can see that it looks a bit more cramped where the drill is now. Acid takes up a lot of space because we needed 1.5. So borrowing some from the cleaning plant, and we did make some more. It wasn't that hard, it was 2 more electrolysis plants, increased power a bit. Not bad. Make sure everything doesn't go wrong instantly. We also have an abundance of drill heads. So we can drill for an extremely long time. I have not drilled since getting to this. We will lose less than 0.1 durability every second, which is absolutely amazing for us. Okay, I think it's the first one then. Okay. Olo forgot to clear everything. One, two, three, four, five. Medium earth, lead, shallow. Okay. So we did place it in the wrong place, but now we have a lot more room to pipe everything else. The main part of this episode is to prepare ourselves for gold, or if I'm willing to do a lot of editing, gold. I don't like these hour-long episodes anymore. Some guy helped me realize that it's actually really annoying to watch one video for 8 hours and all he does is one thing. Alright. So, we have iron again. We've also got the 50 other materials. And I think I just didn't watch any of this. Just realized. Yeah, no. I'm cutting it all out. So we'll turn on the drill as we together check what we need to turn those medium earth fragments into Gold. Medium. So of course we can do a lot. We can pressure wash it. Just big old thing. Why am I not finding gold? Was it shallow? Was it really? I think I might have been looking at the wrong one. Yeah, deep earth. Deep earth. Alright. So, slight mistake in our calculations. We need to go down a couple hundred more meters. So, let's do that. Alright. After about 5 more hours with a digging and replacing drills and fixing issues, we've come to the conclusion that we're going to just revamp the iron production. So we are going to take rock, or not rock, medium earth fragments, wash it when, it's right here, medium earth fragment. We're going to wash it into raw iron. We'll do whatever we want with the salt concentrate. Don't need it. So we need 4 of these pressurized water filters, and that will only take 4 medium earth fragments. So you might just think, oh, why don't you go down a bit to try to hit that 4? It's because each one changes. This is rock instead, in which rock would lead to powder and revamp. This leads to medium earth fragments and no revamp. Sorry, that's a little dry. But as I do this, you guys will watch, as I don't know how far the video is, but it shouldn't be very far along because I've done most of this off camera. So we need 4 pressurized water, not 4 pressurized, 4 pressurized water filter. Okay, so it's blue. It's right here. About right there. Combine the tanks. And 4. And all in all, we'll take 800,000, which is about an extra generator. So, really don't want to revamp this again, because we would need to bring another line. That new line will need more. It's just so annoying. So, we'll convert it to HV, bring it over, and then unconvert it back over here. Should have more than enough. If we make 1.5 mil, we'll make about probably bring around a lot more than 1.1. We only need 800 to make this whole thing work, or a little over 800. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I haven't been speaking all day because there's, even with school started, there's absolutely nothing to do. I I just labeled books all day. Not all day. I actually did something, but most of my day. Seems like these got an update. And there we go. And now we just get spectrum chance. And then 4. This is the easiest part, is just connecting everything. Okay. It's just all very, very so it's basically just a long process of just looking at pipes saying, oh, do they need a connection? If they don't, then no, slow progress of cycling through each pipe. Okay, there we go. And then we'll bring over. Oh yeah, I unlocked a waste facility and the base for the theory of um, coal, coal power plant and the whatchamacallit. Oh, and the turbines. So maybe in the next couple of episodes we get into a coal power plant. Of course, we'll probably make that over the course of several episodes, just because of how hard that is supposed to be. It's not the hardest, it's just we'll need about one mine shaft, one or two at a high, big. If we can make something like over here, like what we have, then I would say we're pretty set for success. Um, the only hard part is making the drill heads, because we're gonna need some. Just making sure. It's very difficult to find out if these are connected. Output's gold and then output's liquid. So we're not dealing with gold, we're dealing with salt concentrate. Or, sorry, iron. Regular. In fact, okay, we'll use the green, inner green, to connect power. Alright, let's connect it up. I got power connected to all of it, and now all we need to do is, well, pipe it over. Um, Even though this might have been a short episode, it depends on my editing skills, been a short episode, personally I feel like I did a lot. It's just a whole lot of Babe King. Uh, Let me know if you want these shorter videos, or if you just want like longer, like if you want to continue doing the longer videos just with more combined content, like I do more instead of just showing the whole process. Um, comment that, because well, personally, I don't want to spend 50 hours just to make a mine shaft, but I did. Not 50, about 20. Not even, about 10. It just takes a long time to, like, this idea came more recently, but the previous video took about 4 months. I just had no idea, like, what was next. Like, by now, I normally had enough research to start coal and money. But with this new research system, it's harder to know what to do. You don't like absolutely constant research. Fucking right. But it's just difficult to think when everything, the game that you've been playing for hundreds of hours changes by a dramatic amount. I mean, I can't wait to get to the new content. Because, oh, we've been hitting it, but we haven't been hitting it, you know? It's there, just for only the light stuff. Like concrete, that's new. This foundry, it's not new. Everything in this factory is old. Diesel, but even the water things that I don't have any of my own actual world. Now, I shall test if it works. If it doesn't, really gonna suck. But just make sure. Alright guys, it is safe to say that this finally works. After hours of, well, mining. Yes, it's coming back up. I had it at 3% due to all the mining. Uh, our new way of getting up is to sprint onto it. And now, okay, well, I was gonna show you, But we're making about 6 medium earth fragments, which is 2 more than we need for this. So that's making more than enough iron to go into the lathe. In fact, it instantly just started up. And making about 11 deep earth. So we combine that with some, um, let's see. Yes, I know this is complicated to get to, but it's worth it. Hydrochloric. If we combine it with our deep earth, no, yes, in the terminal. So, of course, we'll probably make, yeah, this is all gonna be next episode because this is with 18 karat gold, and because we were making about 8, yeah, I think it's 8 or around that number. We can run about 7 of these. So 11.2 times 7. Um, calc. Maybe I'll put this on the screen. Same situation as last time. I might get lazy. Hopefully I don't. 11.2 times 7. And then what? Divided by 28. That is 2.8 18 karat gold. Which we would wash again. 0.8 a second. So divided by 0.8. Oh, that's 8. It's 3.5 a second. So 3.5 of this going off. So what is it? 2 times 3.5 equals, or yeah, divided by 5 is 1.4, 1.4 carat, which equals 7 industrial electric furnaces, which equals, the same 1 to 1, which is just short of an ingot a second. It's, let's see, 1 is half, so 0.6 ingots a second. That is nice. It might be 0.7. Oh, here, we're back to the number. 8.4. Except it takes 1.1 to get to 7.78. It's just barely not enough. And then we'll get a shit ton of bauxite to turn into aluminum through industrial blast furnaces. And boom, we'll have purple gold next episode. Of course, this episode is probably long enough, and gold will take even longer than this. I think one of the byproducts that we get is sulfur, or at least something close to sulfur. Here, you guys can hear it. This is what I've been listening to for hours. Am I? No, okay. I thought I'd drift. But this is what looks so cool. And of course, it's out of iron because that's the bottleneck. But it works just fine, you know? A lot of the time, the coke fuel is the bottleneck. Water is never. I made sure of that when I first made this because I found out that you need water to do any foundry smoking. I just kind of put a bunch, hoped it worked, and I put too much. But you can never have too much. It's just considered a bottleneck. So we can run this for approximately 100 times 0.159. Ooh, that is a lot. It's not 15.9 seconds. Well, oh, it's divided. Divided by 1.159. 623 seconds, or 28 seconds, divided by 60, 10 minutes. Which is very, very good. Pretty sure I did a calculation or two. They're wrong. But if we're right, we make more than enough drills for this to continue running. We are swiftly running out of diesel. I think we're using double the amount of pumps than we... I think we had double the amount of pumps than last time. So, yeah, no, end of episode. Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for Purple Gold.